swear every time I'm gonna record, there's a dog or some random noise. Hola mis taquitos, ¿cómo están? Para los que no sepan, yo soy Takumi-chan y hoy por fin he regresado for, as you may see in the title, a video of me completely just talking in English. Why, you might say? A few days ago I saw this YouTuber I like. She's Asian American, so in her videos she just talks in English usually, and so she made this video where she just talked in Korean while she was practicing. So I was like, okay, I always talk in Spanish in my videos, so it will be kind of fun just me talking in English. Even though if some of you been here with me a while, you may know my channel used to be in English. Yes, I used to talk in English in my YouTube videos, and then I changed it to just Spanish because like Spanish is more comfortable for me. But back in the day I thought there would be more people that will be interested at seeing me if I talk in English. I don't know why, that was just my idea. Okay, my camera just keeps tilting. As you just read, I'm just gonna be talking in English. I'll be explaining maybe how I learned it, my process, and how anime kind of was into it all. And my camera is still, like, when I was growing up, I used to watch a lot of TV, especially channels that were in English, yes. So that's my main source where I started to learn it, especially because I used to watch mostly two, I think it's channels. So I used to watch a lot of KPBS. I think it's still KPBS. Ubi shows like Sabumafu, Clifford, Dragon Tales, Cyber Chase, Caillou, Barney. And a fun story is that because I used to watch these programs in English, one day my mom put me to watch Barney in Spanish, and she told me that when she did that, I started crying when I heard Barney's voice in Spanish, and it was scary for me, and I would beg for her to change the channel. No, that's not Barney. Because like for me it was like I was so used to watching it in English, so when I heard it in Spanish it was like, what the where the whole anime thing comes in. I also used to watch a lot of 4Kids. 4Kids was like the main, I would say the main channel where you could watch anime. I would wake up every Saturday morning. I used to take like the remote control from where my mom was, and I would put the channel on, and I used to watch Magical Doremi, Mew Power, which is like Tokyo Mew Mew in the Japanese version, Yu-Gi-Oh, even though they didn't let me watch it. I know this is not anime, but I used to watch a lot of Wings Club. I must admit, I'm still watching Wings Club. I'm actually, this series is on Netflix, and so I'm watching season 6 because I started watching from season 5 because you grow up and you just like leave those programs, and then you just like get sentimental when you grow up and you just want to see what happened after where you left out when you were a kid. So I know it's like an Italian kids show, but then 4Kids bought it, and I think now Netflix, I don't know. Back to anime, these like shows actually, I would say, help me to like gain and like absorb English. I don't know how. I mean, I think it was just like me as a listener, like learning from what I heard. My dad, since I was little, he would work in the US and then come back home like to Mexico, and then he would talk to me sometimes in English for me to practice, and that kind of helped me a lot. And a funny story is that, so when I got to kindergarten, I was like this kid that knew more English than other people. Once, I still remember this, in my classroom my professor made us sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and then when she heard me singing Twinkle Twinkle, she thought I would sing it like so well. I don't know why. I was like, where's the consent? I don't remember she actually asking me, do you want to do this? She just like took me to all the other classrooms and made me sing Twinkle Twinkle to the classrooms, just like to show like my level of English. I have no idea why. People don't know I've been studying in Mexico since like I was little until middle school. Yeah, they made me do that, and then this professor, like at the end, she tells my mother that I have like a good solid level of English and pronunciation, and so she encouraged my mom to like sign me up for a school that would teach me more English for me to develop it. But they never did that because in those days we didn't have much money, so that never happened. And then I got to middle school, which is secundaria here in Mexico. I will have like one class in English. And then the funny story here is that related to anime again. I used to listen a lot, this is because of my brother. I used to listen a lot the Final Fantasy, I think it's X2 song, Kodakumi Real Emotions. So I was obsessed with that song and I know it from heart. And then there was like this talent show in school. Like students, if they wanted, they could do like something in front of the whole school. I don't know why I did that. So imagine me performing this this song. Yeah, I like literally sang that song in front of the whole school. I do not have proof because this freaking girl she never gave me the video. Oh my god. Yeah, so she never gave me the video. I don't have proof. You just have to believe me. But yeah. And so yeah, me performing. I think I still remember a bit of the choreo and the song. So okay, I may leave a lot of people not listening after this. Okay. Far beyond the hazy borders of my heart. And though I know the world of real emotion has surrounded me. Okay, I used to know it hardcore. And now I know that forward is the only way that I can go. I hear your voice calling out to me. You'll never be alone. Okay, that was so bad. I don't know why who let me do that? I swear. Then I got to high school. This is where I started actually studying in the United States. So right off the bat when I just got there, they made me take this test to see what level of English I had. There was this levels. It was like ELD. I'm gonna put what the meaning of ELD. I forgot what it was. So it was ELD 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8 being the highest level. So I was actually placed in 5, 6. And then like after a while, it gave me like this like little I was the best ELD 5, 6 student. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, I still struggled a lot in high school. It was a big transition. I would also like sometimes friends that were like more low level English, they would ask me for help when they couldn't like talk to a professor something, they couldn't like actually say it. They would take me to them and, hi, can you please tell the professor this? So I was like the main translator. Also for my parent meetings, I would be besides my mom and like I would like translate for her. Anime related, I was in the anime club. Obviously because I was in the United States. When we were like watching animes, titles were in English. So that actually helped me. Also visually reading in English, in my head processing what they were saying in the shows. Okay, sorry, this is Takumi from the future. Okay, I was listening to the Trash Chase podcast, and while I was listening to them, I was like, wait, how did I even forget to talk about this? I was that kid that used to get to school very early because of like the situation I was living back then. The library was like the only, I think, thing that was open at at that time. It was like 7 a.m. I would go to the library and just like sit there, pass time while it was time for my classes. That's like the first time I was able to get my hands on manga. I remember they had Hanakimi. I think they have Fruit Basket. That's a lot. I can't even remember. Okay, back to the video. I'm so sorry about that. Then I got to community college. Thank God I did that because I would not have survived if I actually got accepted to university after high school, which is not possible because of SATs, yeah. I took them in. It's like a big, SATs is like a big disadvantage, also like not English speakers to actually pass. So I went to community college and then I was in the Puente program, which actually helps students improve in their English. Coming from a Spanish speaking household, obviously your English level is not going to be pro. They taught me how to develop my writing, especially like in essays. Recently, as you may know, actually a year ago, I transferred to UCLA, the #1 public university. So I don't know how that happened. I swear. I transferred to UCLA a year ago. Actually, I transferred as a Spanish major, and also like related to my English. I never been confident in my English. Sometimes people talk to me and I do not understand what they're saying. It takes me a while to process what they say in my head, and then for me to understand. And up to this point, it's still very hard for me. I still believe I have an accent. Some people say I don't. Other people say I do, kinda. Community college, I got an associate's in theater. I had the option of going to other universities with theater major, but I was not confident enough with my English. And I also got an associate's in Spanish, and then I applied to other schools with the Spanish major. Little did I know it was gonna be hard, even though I'm a Spanish-speaking person. Spanish is still it is hard, because like it's mostly literature and history, which I'm so bad at, even though it's like the history and literature of my country. Especially because like I stopped studying in Mexico before high school, so I'm like in this line, like borderline, that I was not able to develop my Spanish completely and my English completely, and now I'm like in a point where I see my Spanish levels not very good, and in English it also is bad. So that's kind of been my journey. It's gonna be 20 minutes already, which is like so random. It's gonna take me a while to actually subtitle everything that I just said. Anyone that's trying to learn a new language, if you just know one, I really encourage you to do it, because like it's a lifesaver. Especially in jobs, they look for people that know 2 languages. Well, minasan, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this and learned a bit more about my journey, and encourage you all to like maybe pick up a new language or something, or keep practicing. If you're new to the channel, I give you welcome to my world, and I hope you stay here for a long time. And support me. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. It's just right there. It takes less than a second. Turn on that little bell, because you need to know when I upload. If you're gonna go out, please take precautions. I hope you enjoy this. I hope to see you again in another video or live reaction that I upload. And without further ado, me and Totoro are signing off. So, ciao.